the Creativity Journal. This is specifically made by Thinking Tree for singers, songwriters, artists, poets, authors, dreamers, and thinkers. So really this is a great one to draw creativity out of any child or even adult. So the size is about, I don't know, maybe a 6 by 9 or 7 by, yeah, something like that. It's around a 6 by 9. And it has ideas in here about how to use this book. Then I'm going to throw a few ideas of it on here as well. Ignore this. This is my 10-year-old's and it got a little damp. So it starts with a feelings wheel. And I love that it has the basic emotion here. And then it breaks it down into even stronger, more specific emotions that would be tied in. So for example, instead of just saying scared, there's anxious, discouraged, overwhelmed, confused. This is a great way to further pinpoint what you're feeling instead of just saying scared. We tend to associate that just strictly with a general fear, where to say overwhelmed is something that is helpful so that you can actually work with that and help assuage those feelings. And then it's got here, right now I'm feeling. So this is a little bit like a personal journal. In this one here, she wrote, I'm excited, we're going to Galaxyland. I like that it mentions here, write your feelings without editing yourself. Do not think too much. I don't know how to bring this point to front and center, but I am going to say that as this is for creativity, I used to teach high school and junior high, and I taught English, which is writing, as well as music. And singing, etc. The hardest thing was trying to get children and teenagers to sing loud. The reason being that at some point they had all been told, you suck, nobody wants to hear it, and so they end up like shutting down. Please do not do that. Every child has an amazing voice, and any voice can be developed unless they can't sing out. So let's not stifle that in our kids. So if you're reading through, yes, there's spelling errors here. I'm excited that she wrote in it and that she shared that feeling. I'm not going to make her feel bad about her capitalization and spelling at this point. All right, doodles and drawings. Here's how my feelings look. Now, this one, obviously, we were going to Galaxyland, so she put herself very, very excited, and then she drew a roller coaster, and I think she did a fantastic job. So this is really fun. Things I'm thinking about. These can be doodles, words, numbers, anything here. Stream of consciousness. It says, write a paragraph or two with a rush of details and descriptions for one of the things you're thinking about. So this is kind of neat. For example, if she was thinking about a new design for her room, maybe over here she could be just, what do they call it, verbal diarrhea? That's such a terrible phrase. Just verbalizing, I would love a room that makes me feel safe and that feels bright and cheerful. I would love an under the sea theme, etc., etc., right? And the thing I dream about the most would be having a dolphin shaped pillow or something like that. So just to keep running with it. Over here we have a brainstorm bubble burst, and this is great because here again, if my little one likes to write songs all the time, so here she could actually put a song that or a theme that she's thinking of, and then different words that would apply to it, pictures, images, things that she would like to include in her song. It's a branching idea tree, and it says use an idea from your brainstorm bubble burst and write it on the wide trunk of the tree. So here, if for example one of these maybe wants to be further developed, you can put it here on the trunk and then develop it further through the limbs, maybe by little stories or extra words and ideas like that. This does have song lyrics and stuff in here, and then lines of a story, poem, or song that I love. A memory page, I remember when. Telling my story. So this is about your life right now and what you're feeling or doing. My song, my poem, my work of art. So this can be even an art piece. Right now I'm feeling, and we are now repeating. So this book has obvious ways that you could certainly tie this in with a theme. For example, if you're doing like a poetry study and you want all of these songs, poems, etc. To be focused on poetry, or you could also take an idea. For example, if you're learning about nature, then you could ask that the songs, poems, etc. are focused on nature. However, I really feel that this is a unique gem in the way that it encourages no wrong answer and just really expressing themselves and coming up with their own ideas. So I think that this is a book that really should be mandatory for every child, say age 11 and up, to see that their own ideas have value and that they are capable of creativity. Certainly children that are being deschooled, this would be very, very important and very beneficial for them, as well as any child who's kind of withdrawn and perhaps a little cautious in sharing their own thoughts on things. If you have a kid that is writing a one-sentence paragraph, they need something like this. Don't edit it. I mean, depending on the child, perhaps don't even read it. Let them have fun with it. But if they will allow you to, definitely praise everything that you see in here and encourage them to do more of this. Because one of the saddest things about moving from childhood into adulthood is the loss of our creativity. And that is a true tragedy. So hang on to the childishness as long as you possibly can. And even you adults, embrace it again yourself. So snatch this book up and give it to each of your children and fill one out yourself. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye.